Hello, everyone, and welcome to learn more about Park Lane Jewelry. My name is Kim Craddock, and for the next few minutes, I'm going to be telling you some information about this wonderful company, what it's like to be a stylist, and why you should join today. So, as I said, my name is Kim Craddock. I have been with Park Lane for about 5 years. In May, it will be 5 years this year. And I just want to tell you a little bit about Park Lane today. If you're watching this video, someone that you know gave you this information and you're here to learn a little bit more. So today we're going to be talking about why direct sales. We're going to be talking about why jewelry. We are going to touch on why Park Lane Jewelry. And then we're going to also address why now. Why is now a good time? But before we do that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was a teacher after college. I loved being in the classroom. I taught elementary and middle school. It was really a calling and a passion that I had. Then I got married and I started having my children. And my husband and I decided that I should stay at home and raise my children. And so I was blessed for many years to be at home, raising my children, taking care of them. I got really involved in my community, volunteer work in the schools and in the school district, in my church, philanthropic work. I got really involved in all of that, and I loved every minute of it. And that took up most of my time. If you guys volunteer at all, you know that it can quickly become a full-time job. So I did that for many years, and I loved every minute of it. Fast forward, my children are growing. My son was in high school, my daughter was in middle school, and I started to think about what was going to be my next chapter. What was I going to do once the kids were gone? Because as you know, once the kids are gone, you're not necessarily volunteering in the schools. You're not necessarily active in the school district like you would have been. And that was really a big part of what I did. So I started to think, what's my next chapter? I didn't want to go back into the classroom. I didn't feel a calling to do that anymore. I really wanted to keep involved with something else that I was passionate about. Well, a friend of mine introduced me to Park Lane Jewelry. She and I have been friends for about 20 years now. So at the time, we'd been friends for about 15 years. She had been in direct sales for about 12 years at that point and had approached me about joining her previous company. It was never the right fit for me. The company that she was with, I didn't like how the stylist compensation plan was set up. I didn't really love the product. I thought that it was a little expensive, not accessible for everyone. So it never really appealed to me. But then when she decided to make the shift to Park Lane, she approached me again and I decided to listen. A, I was at a different point in my life. B, I knew big changes were coming for me in my life as my children were growing and leaving the home. And so I decided to go ahead and give it a try. And I was fearful and I was unsure. I've never been in direct sales ever in my life. So if you're watching this today and you're like me and you've never been in direct sales, let me be the first to tell you, you can do it. It is possible, especially with a company like Park Lane and the stylists you'll be working with. So I decided to jump right in, take that leap of faith, do the scary thing, and become a Park Lane stylist. That was 5 years ago, and I have to say, I have not regretted it one moment. I have risen in the ranks from being at the very lowest level as a starting stylist to an executive leadership position. I have grown my customer base. I have grown my friendship base. My business is 100% online. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes post-pandemic. I sit here at this desk. You're sitting at watching me here. This is where I do my business. This is my happy place. I'm surrounded by beautiful jewelry, as you can tell. So my business is done 100% from home. I'm still fully active in my children's lives. My son is a sophomore in college. He's at the University of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner, and he's also in the marching band there. So I go and watch him on the weekends anytime I want. We'll talk about flexibility in just a minute. My daughter's a junior in high school, driving, active in activities. She's a cheerleader. She's a gymnast. She's doing all the things, gone all the time, which is right. It's the way it should be. but I have Park Lane as my next chapter. Everyone else in my family is moving to their next chapter. And now I know that Park Lane is mine. So I'm thrilled that I joined. Don't regret it for a minute. And I hope that I'll be able to give you some information today that will help to answer some of the questions you may have about where Park Lane can fit into your life. Now, let's talk about our first topic. Why direct sales? Well, just like I mentioned before, there were several things that were appealing to me about Park Lane and direct sales. And the most important thing for me was flexibility. I still wanted to be able to do my volunteer work. I'm still fully involved in the school district, in philanthropic work, in organizations in my community. Even when your kids graduate from school, the school district still needs you, and they still want you to be a volunteer. So I'm still fully involved in that. And flexibility was key to me. I can work my business around my busy schedule, and I can work my business when I want, how much I want. And it really just affords me that flexibility. Also, I'm my own boss, like I said. So I get to decide when I work, how much I work, when I go and visit my children, when I take the day off to do something with my daughter's gymnastics activities. This week we had two big gymnastics district meets. I was able to go to both of those, enjoy her, not worry about my job at home because I'm the one that is the boss of my own job. I also decide my own earning potential. That was another big benefit to me about joining direct sales, was that I knew if I was going to invest my time in something new, I wanted to be appreciated, valued, and rewarded for the work that I'm doing. And so I decide my earning potential. My husband's been in sales for 25 years, not in direct sales. So we both know that in sales, you earn as much as you want to work. The choice is yours. There's no ceiling on how much you can earn. It's completely up to you. And the potential is there to make really significant income. And so that was really appealing to me. I wanted to be able to do that. So, why jewelry? There are lots of direct sales companies out there, everyone. You guys know that jewelry is simple and fun. As women, we're wearing jewelry all the time. It's the number one compliment getter. Makes you feel good when somebody compliments your pretty necklaces or your beautiful earrings or the fun bracelets that you have on. It's the number one compliment getter. And it's the fastest and least expensive way to update your wardrobe as the seasons are changing. Plus, with jewelry, there is no learning curve. You do not have to have prior knowledge of the product. We all have knowledge of jewelry. We buy what we want, we talk to our friends about it, we get compliments on it, they tell us why they love it, and we tell them why we love it. It's as simple as that. So, jewelry is an easy thing to sell. It's also a consumable product. You know that even if you bought a pair of earrings on Monday, by Thursday, you might want a cute bracelet or necklace to go with them. I have customers that shop with me on a very regular basis. They are picking out pieces almost weekly, monthly, when a special occasion comes around, when I have a sale that I want to offer them. Park Lane gives us a lot of specials, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes, what they offer to our customers. But it's a very consumable product. So you don't have to worry about somebody, I got to wait for this to run out, or I don't need more of that right now. We can always use more jewelry. That's happy mail. When you get jewelry in the mail, we call that happy mail. Why Park Lane jewelry? Okay, like I said, there's lots of direct sales companies out there. There's lots of things to choose from. The one thing that really appealed to me, there was many things that appealed to me about Park Lane, but one of those things was that the company is stable. It was founded in 1955. It's 67 years old, cash rich, never a day in debt, family owned and operated, still to this day, and they're not going anywhere. I love to tell the story of how Park Lane got started. Shirley and Art Levine were newlyweds in 1955. She was 16 and he was 19. Let that sink in for a minute there. And as they started their family in 1955, Shirley was at home starting to raise her children, and Art came home from work one day and asked, "How was your day?" And she said it was great. Salesman came to the door trying to sell me something. It was cleaning products. And Art said, "Well, did you buy anything?" She said, "No, I didn't buy cleaning products." But imagine if he had been selling something that I did want to buy. And they came up with the idea for Park Lane Jewelry. Shirley loves jewelry. She is still with us today. still loves watching the company. And now, fast forward from 1955 to about 20 years ago, they sold the company to three of their eight children. So now their sons, Scott, Mark, and Art, run the company, and their grandchildren are also getting involved. There's stability there in a company that is family owned and operated. When the pandemic hit and many companies were closing, Park Lane was thriving, and they increased their revenue 500. They grew, not only increased revenue, they grew 500% during the pandemic when other companies were closing. They supported us as stylists. We immediately had to pivot to an online platform. They supported us, gave us everything that we needed. I'll talk to you about that in just a few minutes, what they offer to stylists. But they were partners with us as we transition from in-home sales to 100% online. My entire business, 100% of my business is done online. And I'm so excited, like I said before, that I get to stay here in the comfort of my home, surrounded by my family and the activities going on, and do my job 100% online. And Park Lane was pivotal in helping us and giving us the resources back in 2020 to get us moving quickly in this new direction. They're also the largest direct sales company in the world. They're not going anywhere. The stability is what's important. Now, many of you watching might have been with other direct sales companies, and they unfortunately did have to close their doors. That is hard. That is shocking. That is sometimes heartbreaking to be with a company and a team force of women and men that you really were fond of, and all of a sudden the doors close by no fault of their own sometimes, but you are forced to pivot and change and find something different. That's difficult. I knew that that was never going to happen with Park Lane Jewelry. So let's go into a little bit more about what Park Lane offers. Now, as a stylist, well, first let's start with customers. Let's start with the customer because that's who you guys are really going to be talking to. Those of you that are here, you've probably shopped Park Lane before, and you know that we offer the best customer plan around. We have an amazing sale. We call it the 2 and 4, the Smart Cart. You get 2 full price items and then up to 4 half price items. And your full price items are your least expensive items. That is unheard of in the sales industry. When you tell a customer that she can get 2 items for $20 or $30 and then choose up to 4 items half price that are more expensive, that's automatically appealing to the customer. She knows she's going to be getting a great deal for her jewelry and she wants to purchase more. That customer plan allows stylists to really sell the product well to the people who want to purchase it. It makes it easy, you guys. Also, it's appealing to our hostesses that, like us, they do not have to leave the comfort of their own home to have a party. Virtually, they can party with friends all over the country. 99.9% of my hostesses are people I have never met before. I may never meet. I'm in the Dallas area and I'm partying with people all over the country. In fact, this week I had a party in Arizona. I had another one in Florida. We were on totally different time zones. But because I can work from the comfort of my own home and we have resources available to you to be able to pre-record your parties if you would like to, your style shows, the flexibility again is amazing. And so people loved the fact that they do not have to, buy hors d'oeuvres. They don't have to buy wine. They don't have to clean their house to invite their friends in to look at jewelry. They're inviting them to a fun online platform where everyone can see the jewelry, everyone can enjoy it, and they'll watch just like you're watching me now to look at some of the jewelry. That's very appealing to hostesses and makes it easier to book parties. We're not struggling to book parties at all because it's easy to do. Also, our hostesses get hundreds of dollars in free jewelry. So when a hostess has 5 orders from her friends, she automatically gets $100 in free jewelry. If she gets 10 orders from her friends, that number jumps to $400 in free jewelry credit of her choice. So typically our hostesses get between $400 and $500 in free jewelry. That's appealing. That's another incentive for someone to want to host a party. And then when their friends who are watching the party hear how much free jewelry they're receiving, then they want to host a party. So again, it's easy to book parties because the hostess rewards are so amazing. Now, behind all of those scenes, of course, are the stylists. And what does Park Lane offer to stylists? As I said before, if I was going to take a leap of faith, go past my fear, and invest my time and energy into a company, I wanted to be adequately rewarded for that. And I feel Park Lane has the best compensation plan around. Like I said before, I've been out in my community for a really long time. I've been approached by several people in the past to join other direct sales companies. None of their compensation plans were appealing to me, but Park Lane was. We earn 30 to 50% commission starting out. That's unheard of. For every 72 to 73 cents on the dollar, Park Lane is giving that back to its stylists. Most other companies are around 35 cents on the dollar. So starting at a 30% commission if you're a new stylist is unheard of in the industry and an amazing reward for the efforts you're putting forth. You can earn more commission starting out through our direct appoint program. If you are someone watching this video today and you have been in direct sales for a while, I want you to know that Park Lane honors your past experience. We want to bring stylists in at the level that they achieved in their previous company. Again, something that's unheard of in the direct sales space. The majority of the time, you're starting out at the bottom with everyone else. But if you have previous experience, contact the stylist that referred you to this video and let her explain to you about our direct appoint program. You could be brought in at a higher commission level and at a higher level within the company. So that direct appoint program is very valuable. And I know that some of you guys are really going to want to take advantage of that and find information about that. Another thing that Park Lane offers to its stylists that I love is that we have a rich rewards program. Every month, we have the opportunity to earn hundreds in free jewelry. I have so much jewelry, I can do tons of giveaways in my parties because I've earned it for free. Now, that's important to me. Like I stated before, I want to be rewarded for my time and efforts, and I want to keep my paycheck in my pocket. So, our Rich Rewards program affords me that luxury to keep my paycheck in my pocket, budget that money for my family how I want, and then earn free jewelry to be able to show. There's no minimum purchases for stylists. There's no minimum quantity of inventory you have to have. The jewelry that you earn for free, you pick what you love to wear and to show to your friends. So it's natural to have inventory of jewelry. We do it anyway. I would venture to say that 100% of you watching this have a jewelry box in your home. That's an inventory of jewelry that you love to wear and that your friends and strangers compliment you on. It's the same with Park Lane. We earn our jewelry, have the potential to earn hundreds a month, and then that's what you purchase, that's what you pick and show to other people who want to see it. The Rich Rewards program is amazing. On top of that, you guys, we have a Mercedes car program, and this is really exciting. So for those of you who are interested in driving a Mercedes, this might be for you. Once you earn the Mercedes car program, you can either put the money towards a Mercedes or you can take the cash bonus. Now, for me, I already had a car that I loved. It's a large SUV. We travel a lot. I want to see my friends and let them pile in the car, let my kids' friends pile in the car. So I wanted to keep the car that I already had. There wasn't really a need for me to get a new car. So each month with the Mercedes car program, I get a direct deposit of my earnings with that program. I take the cash bonus and then I can put it towards a car payment if I have it, or just keep it in my checking account and budget it for whatever I want to use it for. That's really amazing as well. And once you've earned the Mercedes car program, you never lose it. You don't have to re-earn it again. So that's an exciting thing too. Oh my goodness, you guys. Who likes to travel? Park Lane gives us the opportunity to earn 2 travel trips a year. This is something that really wasn't even on my radar when I started with Park Lane. I was so new. I'd never been in direct sales. I thought, I'm never going to earn a trip. Let me tell you, everyone has the potential to earn these trips with Park Lane. Whether you've been with the company for 5 minutes or 5 years, you have an equal opportunity to earn every single reward trip. You don't have to have a minimum time you've been with the company. You don't have to be at a certain level within the company. Everyone has the potential to earn these trips. I earned Bermuda first. That was the first trip I earned. The time we were supposed to be going to Bermuda, which, oh my gosh, how excited was I? My husband and I were going to go to Bermuda. Then the pandemic hits. Well, for a lot of companies, they would have said, so sorry, we can't travel. This just happened, no fault of our own. Of course, that's all true. Park Lane could not take the trip, but they went a step further and they paid us for the trips that we had earned. So all of the sudden, on a Friday afternoon, I see a direct deposit in my checking account of the amount that the trip would have cost for my husband, for myself. That was an awesome day. So surprised and grateful that they did that. So they will honor what you have earned. Since the pandemic has been over and we've been able to travel again, I've earned Key West. We just got back from Kona, Hawaii. I'm going to Cabo, Mexico with the company in the fall. And I just this week earned our next reward trip, which is to Paris, France. And we're going in the spring of 2024. My husband goes with me on every single trip that I take. You have the potential to earn for both of you. And in Paris next spring, I'll be taking my children. Again, because Park Lane is family owned and operated, they love the relationships within the company. They want to know you and your family and your husbands or wives and your children. They welcome it all. They value family, and I value that. So I love that they allow us to do that. So I'll be taking my family to Paris in the spring of 2024. Again, a wonderful perk for the hard work that I'm putting into the company, and they're rewarding that with those trips. So, why now? Well, if you're watching this video, you have some interest. There's probably a little bit of fear. There's probably uncertainty. You may still have questions. Let me tell you, there's never a perfect time to start something new. You're always going to be busy. You're always going to have opportunities and responsibilities in your life that pull you in different directions. But as we grow and as we change, we can do new things. We can do hard things. So there's no better time than to join Park Lane than right now. Again, there will never be a perfect time, but we push past the fear, we push past the uncertainty, we take that leap of faith and that leap of faith in ourselves, and we go for it. And with Park Lane, it's so easy to join. We have 3 options for you to join, and your stylist can go over this with you in a little bit more detail, but I'll just give you a brief overview. There are 3 ways that you can join, 3 kits that you can choose from. A great kit is our starting kit. It's $99 investment. And with that, you get $500 in jewelry of your choice. It's not a preset kit. And I've had a lot of people ask me that. Do we get to pick our own jewelry? Yes. So for $99, you can go in and pick $500 in jewelry of your choice. Pick pieces that you love. Pick a variety of things. Pick pieces that you would want to share and show to your friends. And you can describe how you love it. You're already selling it just by doing that. The second option for a kit, and a better option, is our second level kit, and it's $229 investment. And you get to choose $1,000 in jewelry of your choice. $229, and you get to choose $1,000 of jewelry in your choice. That's an amazing deal. Our final kit, and I believe the best kit, is an investment of $439, and you get $2,000 of jewelry of your choice. Now, for me, that was the kit for me. I decided if I was going to take this jump and I was going to try something new and I was going to push past my fear, A, I wanted some fun jewelry, and B, I wanted a lot of jewelry to be able to show. If I was going to do it, I was going to go all in, do it 100%, and then model my business the same way. So I chose that third and best kit, in my opinion, $439 investment. You get $2,000 in jewelry of your choice. You won't regret it. That's really happy mail when you get all that jewelry in the mail. Your friends are going to be so jealous. They might even want to join with you. It's always fun to bring a friend along. And so that's the best kit, in my opinion, but you can choose any of the 3. So it's a really fun thing to do. It's a really fun thing to sell. What have if I would tell you one thing, the benefits that I have gotten from Park Lane, people join Park Lane for lots of different reasons, right? They join for community. They join for extra income for their family. They join for a next chapter, a new experience, something just for themselves. There's lots of reasons to join. For me, You already know my reason to join my next chapter, something I wanted to do when my kids were gone. But I have found all of those things in my partnership with Park Lane and the women that I work with. The sense of community we have in our team is by far the best I have ever seen in all of my years of working with people. We support each other, we value each other, we help each other. Just know that when you decide to join Park Lane, you are not alone. You have a team, a massive team of women who will help you every step of the way. We share resources, we share ideas. We have weekly trainings that you can watch from your home and engage in to help you succeed in your business. The only person standing in your way of succeeding with Park Lane is you. And we have everything at your disposal to help you succeed. The community here is wonderful. I've made lifelong friends with some of my customers and fellow stylists. Some of my customers I will probably never meet in person. They're up in the Northeast. But I feel that they are great friends to me now because of the relationship we've built through Park Lane. It's so much more than jewelry. It's about community. It's about empowering other women. It's about sharing joy. Jewelry brings joy. And right now, in this day and age, people have a lot of needs emotionally, socially. With Park Lane, you can fulfill all of those. So, community is definitely something that I have found valuable with Park Lane. Obviously, financially, it's been wonderful to contribute to my family in that way. When I started and through my kids' experiences in school, I've been able to pay for their activities, pay for extra tutoring, help my son with his college expenses in addition to what our family had already budgeted. It has lightened the load a little bit of what my family had financially. And I will say that even if you have another job, this is extra income. Maybe you'll use it for something else, a fun vacation for you or your husband, extra activities for your kids, maybe tutoring. My kids always needed tutoring in school. I could afford them that because of my extra income with Park Lane. So, of course, financially, that's definitely a benefit. And then, like I said, the lifelong friendships that I've found. This is something that I feel I can do forever. There's no ceiling on what I can earn and what I can do with Park Lane. There's no limit to how big I can grow my business, how much I want to do, and how long I want to do it for. And that's really, really appealing to me. But I started small. So if you're worried about that, I told my friend who brought me into Park Lane, I'm going to start slow at my own pace. I've still got a lot going on. And what I love about Park Lane is you're allowed to do that. Again, the flexibility, making your own business, you empower yourself to build your business in whatever way that you would like. So that's what I have for you today. If you have additional questions, please reach out to the stylist that referred you to this video. There's so much more to learn about Park Lane. It's all fun, it's all good, and we're all here to help you. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it valuable. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Kim Craddock. I'm a senior division leader within the company. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and let me be so bold as to say, welcome to Park Lane Jewelry. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Bye.